YouTube, I'm back with another movie review with no popcorn. I gotta buy some already popped popcorn just to put some in here and just eat while I'm telling y'all about the movie or something. Cause I do like microwave popcorn or the oven stovetop popcorn. But I need to buy some popcorn so I can enjoy myself while I break down some movies. I know I told y'all last movie review that I like watching dark movies and stuff like that, and that's true because I like to get. Actually, I watched a dark movie, and it was really good, and I might do a review on that one. But this one's a little different. I'm really open. I'm really open to a lot of movies that I watch. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how I am. But I watched a movie called Otto. What's it called? The Man Named Otto. And I got a lot out of that. And it was a beautiful movie. And with my schedule, I sometimes I watch 30 minutes here, 20 minutes there, whatever case may be. But I just wrapped it up, and I'm on my way out the house right now. But I'm like, let me just do a review on that. You know what I'm saying? And I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's a really touching movie, and it's important. On my videos, I like to speak on meditate and all that type of stuff because people have to understand, especially young people and us mature age people and older people, we have to remember the importance of meditating and visualizing. You have to connect with what you feel and what you think and what you want in life. You have to draw that emotion because that's the magnetic force in which you would need to experience creating stuff from the spirit realm to manifesting the material realm. I've been doing this all my life, whether it was good stuff or bad stuff, and it's a secret. It's a secret that the people in the Matrix don't want you to understand because they want you to create certain stuff just from one way. But you can attract and get things, whatever you want, if you're willing to make the time and be open to how it would unfold to you. They want us on that treadmill of working. And don't get me wrong, we do have to work for things that we want. You want a nice body, you got to work for it. You want to attract that, that physique and the attention for having that type of health or whatever, you have to work for it. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to work, but there is a lot of things that you can put out in the inner universe and hold a feeling behind it, and you can receive those type of things. And no matter what it is, you just got to practice and play with it. But the reason why I brought that up is because the feeling, when I watch movies, I can experience the feelings of what the characters are feeling and stuff like that. Even I guess the term for that is an empath and all that type of stuff, and it's cool. It's whatever. But anyways, in the movie Otto was an individual. He was he lived in the community, and first it goes back and forth for his relationship when he was married or when he had a woman that he liked. He was a strange person. He's the type one person that always just like stuck to himself, really programmed to do certain things, stick to a script. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he was odd and he didn't like anybody breaking his script. And he met a young lady when he was younger, and he still had that same personality. And that's the thing. We all have different personality traits. And I want you viewers who may have, weird type of personalities according to others, feel free to still be you. That's the beauty of you being you. And him being him, he ended up attracting and coming across the love of his life. And she was beautiful. She was full of light, And as their relationship grew, he was able to experience more of the love from her. She loved him, and him just being himself. At first, he kind of was like, will I be able to be myself? And she let him know and showed him that he can just be himself. So remember to stick to the script of who you are in life. And if it's God's will for you to experience that type of experience of love, you will. You just got to believe in it and hope for it, and it'll manifest. You just can't compromise and be someone else. You just have to just be you. So in his community there was a new tenants, and this was a community movie, and we all have a community and stuff like that. And I was talking to one of my colleagues the other day. I was like, how you treat people is how you treat yourself, and how sometimes you do have a strange or weird neighbors or whatever the case may be, but how you think about them is also going to be a reflection on yourself, because your subconscious mind doesn't understand that you're thinking about somebody else. It's responding to the feelings that you have in your heart and in your body. So his community that he lived in, there was a Spanish lady that she was so full of love, just kind of like just bubbly and outgoing, and just kind of like knew that she was just her. She was her in her own way, and she didn't allow people to judge her because of her bubbliness and her vulnerability and all that. She was married and she had children and stuff like that. And she would go to Otto's house, and Otto's like, "You again?" And Otto didn't mess with nobody. Otto was ready to actually check out, because his wife, if you watch the movie, she had moved on. And Otto was ready to check out. So Otto, he was a no nonsense type of person. And this woman, she was still full of life. You know what I'm saying? And you also experience in the movie, they snuck that in there, how he was able to experience his wife. She came from the spirit world, and she was trying to encourage him, hey, move on, live life, and stuff like that. And also, I have to bring out, because I want you guys to constantly understand, what happens is when his wife died, his aura began to drop. And when your aura began to drop, you can be invaded and you can be overtaken by other spirits that might cause you to want to off yourself. Lower vibrational spirits that might just want to influence you to take your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's important for you to understand what's going on in the afterworld, because the more knowledge you get on the afterworld, the less likely that you are to just take your life when things don't go your way. You'll have more understanding, you'll be able to move forward. But he didn't have that knowledge, so he was getting kind of bothered down. So he constantly was being tempted to take his life. But in the process of that, the universe, the world around him, didn't want him to leave like that yet. They wanted him to experience love. And so different scenarios was caused him to not be able to take his own life. He ended up helping others at the same time. Funny how the universe worked. So right when his life began to change for the better, because of the love of his neighbors, it seemed like he was starting to fade away. And he was like, damn, I actually want to live now. I want to actually live now because of the love of my neighbors. They shared their lives with me, and they cared for me. They cared for me when he didn't care for himself, and that was just mind-blowing. And what it showed me is just like, I have neighbors and stuff like that, and all my neighbors, we pretty decent and stuff like that. There's a lot that I don't know. I mean, I live in a neighborhood, a few hundred people, whatever. But my immediate neighbors and stuff, we're all peaceful with each other and stuff like that. And it's just a blessing, to know that, like, your neighbors, we're all designed, we're all what they actually predestined to live in the same quarters, in the same space. And when you realize that, even though there might be ones that you don't speak to, even the ones you don't speak to, you're still designed to be in that space for that time in life. You know what I'm saying? So you can make the best out of it. Even if they don't speak, you can just wave. You basically waving at yourself, say a nod, or if they want their space, give them their space, because you just never know, just with a wave or a smile, how that might affect your neighbors in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they're going through. So I think that movie Otto was a great movie, very emotional, high-driven, great. It's good for couples. It's good for if you just like, good movies. And I always give it a rate 1 out of 10. What I would give it for the type of movie that it was, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a 10, and because there's so many life lessons in it, and and the beauty of how people come together. When people come into your life, like it made me think about the different people that's come into my life and helped me in certain stuff, and because of their help, I had a certain experience in life. You know what I'm saying? And I still have those friends, so thank God for those type of friends. But sometimes your friends will come in and bring certain stuff into your life that you get to enjoy, which will also be a part of you manifesting the things that you want in life. And the movie's great. Enjoy it. Begin to love again. Begin to breathe again. Begin to live again. That's one of the messages that the movie had brought. Live again. Get back to living again. And that living can be just helping your neighbor or helping your friend or something like that. And so much can come from that. So with that, the movie was good. I give it a 10 out of 10 because it was a good movie for that type of movie. Um, if you are just like a person who just can appreciate a good story. So with that, I'll leave that alone. Peace.